If you are one of these traders that ends the week all the time in red just because you don't pay attention to the higher time frame direction, then this video is for you. I was one of you back then, years back, and I was focusing more on the lower time frame. I will execute on the 30-minute. I wake up in the morning, I pay attention just on the 30 minutes time frame, the 1 hour's time frame, which made me lose in the market, which made me feel like trading is not for me, just because I did not know what was happening on the higher time frame. And in this video, I am going to break it down for you how you can get your direction rightly. So before I go to my chart, if you are one of them, make sure you watch to the end of this video, because this will save you a lot. I use MSNR to determine my direction, and I use SLK for entry. So I finally come to the conclusion that MSNR will help me get my direction, and SLK will help me get my lower time frame entry, which is SLK, structure, liquidity, and key level. So we are going to go straight to the important things, so that this video will not be long. Okay, now in MSNR, if you are someone who trade MSNR, you understand what all these key levels are. But if you are new to this is what we call an A-shaped key level, and this is what we call a V-shaped key level. Also, this is an OCL. You can see this is an OCL, which means open and close candles. We pay attention to them because they are key levels that price turn around from. These are key levels price reject from. These are key levels that push price to the upside. That is why it's so important for us, the MSNR traders, to pay attention to. So I use this for my daily, weekly, monthly bias. I use this to get my weekly, monthly, and daily bias. And we'll start with the A-shaped key level. This is what we call an A-shaped key level. We focus more on the closing candle. We focus on the closing candles. And also, this is combined of two candles. We have the buy candle and we have the sell candle, right? The closing price of the buy candle will determine your key level. And here, the closing price of the sell candle will determine your key level. And also here, inside here, the closing price inside here will determine your key level. But if you don't know how to go around this, or you don't know how to identify this on the chart, I will help you make it simple for you to identify it, not to stress yourself. Now we'll start with the A-shaped key level. Now you can see here, this is an A-shaped key level. Why is it an A-shaped key level? Now you can see this buy candle price open right down here and close above here. Then before we had this sell candle closing down here. You need two candles to get a valid key level, and it must not be touched, it must not be tapped. So this key level is considered fresh for now. Let's forget about what is happening by your right. So now for you to identify this, you can just go here, come right here, click here, look for this line with markers. Look for line with markers if you are a beginner into MSNR. Now if you click on this, you can see this is a key level. This is an A-shaped key level. You can see it's in form of an A-shaped key level. This is a valid key level. And if you want to identify an open and close, we can call it OCL, open and close. All right, this is how you can identify this. This is one, this is one. We are just identifying, but just know in real time it must not be touched. This key level must be fresh. Price, what I mean by it must not be touched, for example here, if price comes here, tap on this key level, close below, then this key level is not longer a fresh key level. So this is an OCL. For you to identify an OCL, just go here. You can see line with markers. You can see you can start it so that you can have it here all the time. You can see we have this dot here signifying this is an OCL. Now what do you do with this key level? This is what you do with this key level. You have to wait patiently for price to tap on that key level. Now considering this line is a key level, any of these key levels, right, any of these key level, you can do the opposite for buys. You can do the opposite for buys. This is the same thing. And like I said, if you want to identify this key level, you can just switch to the line chart. You see here, you can just switch to the line chart. You see all these key levels. If I mark all these key levels, let me just do this. If I mark all these key levels here, Wherever you see dot, just know it's a key level. You can see these are key level. These are key level. Now, if I go to the candles, you can see candle chart is showing these are key levels. Now, all you need to do is mark out this key level, wait for price to tap on that key level and reject. So now let's consider this is one of those key levels here. Wait for price to reject at that key level. You must not wait for price to close before you consider it's rejecting from it. Once price tap on that key level, just wait for price to either break structure on the 4 hours time frame or on the 1 hours time frame. I repeat again, it must break structure on the 4 hours time frame or on the 1 hours time frame. These two things, you are expecting to see price do this. Now, on the weekly time frame, price need to recheck on any of these key level. What do you need to do? You now go to the daily time frame or the 4 hours time frame to wait for a break of structure, and then you can now look for any entry more there on the lower time frame to sell or to buy. Now, let's say price should check from this key level, and here is either the 1 hours time frame or the 4 hours time frame. You need to see price close below this structure. Once price close below this structure, then you can mark out your key levels. Any key level, you can mark out same key level here on the 4 hours time frame or on the 1 hours time frame. Wait for price to tap on that key level, and then you wait for entry confirmation on either the 5 minutes time frame or the 5 minutes time frame or 15 minutes time frame or the 1 hours time frame, and then you look for sell opportunities to the downside. But if you are experienced enough, you will know what to do with limit. You can set limit. But if you know structure and you understand structure very well on the lower time frame, then you are good to go. If you master structure enough, you can use this to sell using that the entry confirmation on your structure to sell to the downside. Now for buys, you do the same. You just wait for price to reject from this key level, and then you wait for either a break of structure on the 1 hours time frame or on the 4 hours time frame. Since we are daily traders, that's why I'm paying attention more to the daily, reject daily, right? That's why I'm paying attention to the daily time frame, because we are day traders. But if you want to analyze for the weekly time frame, then you are a swing trader. But as a day trader, you must always check the weekly time frame to see what the weekly time frame is doing. You have to wait for price to reject on the weekly key level, and then you wait for price to break structure on the daily time frame and on the 4 hours time frame. Now you will know how you are going to sell for the week, meaning for the entire week you are going to look for sells or buys depending on what price is telling you. This will save you a lot from on unnecessary stop losses. This will save you from it. Now let's go to real-time chart and break it down with more examples. Now I'll just clear this so that we can have a clean chart. Now you can see here, these are key levels. What do? You wait for price to reject any of the key levels I mentioned. We have the open and close, we have the V-shaped key level, and we have the A-shaped key level. Now if you are confused and you don't know what to do, just switch to the line chart and mark out your key levels and wait. Like I said, mark out your key levels and wait. Once price tap on that key level, you will get a direction. Now price reject that key level, price reject this V-shaped key level. What are you going to do? You are moving to either the 4 hours time frame or the 1 hours time frame to get a break of structure. Now if I go to the 4 hours time frame, what do we have? We had a break of structure here. We had a break of structure here on the 4 hours time frame. Now you can now mark this key level as an OCL to wait for confirmation. Price will tap on that key level, give you a 15 minutes break, 5 minutes break, 1 hour break of structure. You take a buy, you continue to the upside. Now I will do a video for entry. For now, we are paying attention to direction. Now this is another key level right here. So you can see for the whole of this the week we are buying, because price gave us an intent that we are going to look for buy opportunities to the upside. Now this same day confirm another bullish direction. You can see this open and close is also a key level, because price broke this key level close above this key level. Now this becomes a new key level. What you need to do is just mark the key level. Now if I switch to this line chart, you can see we have this dot here, which means it's a key level. What you need to do is to wait for price to reject that key level, break structure on the 4 hours time frame. Let's see, on the 4 hours time frame, can you see we had a confirmation for that day for a buy? You can see we had a break of structure here for a buy. Now what can you do? You either look for key levels to buy from, but you must wait for confirmation. If you don't understand structure, you cannot set limit and buy from this key level. Now you have to just mark out key levels can mark out this key level here that was disrespected, because once price break any of this key level, is the same as break and retest. If price violate this V-shaped key level, you wait for price to retest and then you look for buy opportunity. Price rejected at that key level, close above, you wait for confirmation entry on the lower time frame, you buy because you are bullish for that day. Now the next day you are looking for buy opportunities until price tell you, I am rejecting from a daily key level, and we have a break of structure on the 4 hours, on the day, or on the 1 hour, before you can start looking for sales. And now we were just buying, you can see we were just buying from here, you can see just buying from here. Price rejected this key level. After price rejected this key level, we had these two key levels. You just mark them and wait. Anyone that price reject and gives you a break of structure, you continue the buy. Now here you can see price rejected and then post structure to the upside. Now you are bullish. So enough of the example. Now if I go to let me show you how the sell started. Now you can see this key level, price pushed to the upside. After price pushed to the upside, price did something here. You can see price created a new key level. Can you see? Price created a new A-shaped key level. If I switch to the line chart, you can see if I mark this key level, this is an A-shaped key level. Now look at what price did at that key level. Price rejected with this candle. Can you see? Price rejected with this candle. What am I going to do? I am going to go to the 4 hours time frame. You can see on the 4 hours time frame, we had a break of structure to the downside. Now I can be bearish on the lower time frame. Now here, having break of structure on the 4 hours time frame, I just mark out the key levels. On the next video, we are going to filter how to map out a valid key level. So just to make this video short, so this is how I do get my bias, my direction, and I'll wait patiently for structure to form on the lower time frame. After I get my direction, I can now focus on the lower time frame because I know what the higher time frame is telling me. Without the higher time frame direction, you are just trading noise on the lower time frame. You don't know a proper direction on the lower time frame. You can see. So I identified this sell. That is why I was selling GBP USD, because it gave me a confirmation on the daily time frame. That is why I was more bearish than bullish. So if you love this video and if you find value in this video, please like, share, subscribe, and then comment your thought in the comment section. Tell me type of video you want me to make and I will do just that. So thank you so much and peace out.